Hello everyone. How's everybody doing today? Great to see all of you high vibrational beings here today again. All right, we're in for another impactful lesson of mind, consciousness, manifestation, universe, law of attraction, subconscious quantum physics. Hey, this is the place where you're going to learn what they don't teach you in school. You're going to learn who you are, what you are, where you're from, how your world works, how to create what you want, how to get what you want, all in one place. I'm going to teach you how to do that. You can do that with anything. You can win the lottery, like I did. You can manifest a house, a car, anything. It just shows us that where we live is a trickery. They're tricking you. Your mind is a trickery, people. So it's great to see all of you here. If you find this content, you have to know it's not by chance, and soon you're gonna find out right now. So how are all you guys doing today? Right? All right, so the question we have today is interesting. Hey Mark, can you please explain to me how the universe began, and how do I talk to the universe to manifest the things I want? That's a great question. How do you talk to the universe? How did this universe begin? What's going on? All of this stuff. Great to see all of you here. So, hey, guys, great to see all of you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Many of you already in my new school platform, right? See how amazing stuff is happening in that platform. So I'm teaching you great stuff. So you want to go ahead and get involved and get into my school platform where you learn to master your mind and create the life that you desire. It's school, SKOL. I put the link in the pinned comments, and if it's on TikTok here, you can go to my TikTok bio and it's there. Isn't our subconscious mind the universe? Great question. So let's jump into it. How the universe began and how do you talk to the universe? All right, number one, here's what happens. This is what you have to get. There is no such thing as a beginning or an end. Keep in mind, beginning and end only exist in our 3D world. We make that up. Our mind will not be able to grasp that at an intellectual level. Okay? But, however, that's where we're going to use science right now to show you there is no beginning and no end. And I'm going to show you how you talk to the universe. And I'm going to surprise you with something even more fascinating that's going to blow your mind. Here we go. So the universe, the closest that physicists have right now is a theory. They call it eternal inflation. So what that theory basically says, the Big Bang wasn't the beginning. It was an event. It was an event from another point. So we don't have a singular universe. We have a multiple universes, which is we call the parallel worlds or the multiverse. Within this eternal inflation, what happens is the expansion is what happens in a field. It's called quantum fluctuation. In this field, it creates what's called the inflaton. The inflaton is the energy that continues to expand right now. That inflaton would be what I would call the consciousness of who you are. That has already been there. That we're just detecting that now. So within that inflaton, the inflation continues to occur. It's going on right now. And as the inflation continues, it is branching off into different parallel universes. As I'm speaking to you right now, with different versions of you doing exactly what you're doing now, slightly off. Did you get that? I'll repeat that again. Eternal inflation. Keyword: eternal inflation. You know what eternal means? Forever. That is the latest theory in the quantum physics community. They now understand that the universe doesn't have a beginning or an end, and now they have the inflaton, which is the inflation, and from this quantum field that exists right around us. Okay, that's the next. That's good. You got that. Now here's the most important one of it. Since you are here now in this universe, you're watching this video, you are an existence, you are existing, you are aware. What does that make you? What does that make you? Makes you part of the universe. So let's get a bit simpler. Okay, so you are the universe, watching the universe yourself from a human perspective. Got that? All right, here's the most important point about that. To talk to the universe, you have to just talk to yourself. Oh, you think I was gonna come with some like super complicated no. I'm making it very simple here for you to understand. Since the universe has no beginning or end, you are a part of that because you're existing. You, my friend, cannot have a beginning or an end. What you're experiencing right now is what we call a constant flow during what you call your timeline. You're just experiencing it from a physical human being. So when the physical body dies and it goes away, you don't go away. You are not the physical body. You're the mind, the consciousness, the awareness of the physical body. So when the physical body decays, the consciousness of who you are still exists, and you'll pop up somewhere else. So as this, the point that you're here now, you are the universe. So you can talk to yourself to manifest what you want. And here's how you do it. So whenever you hear someone says, do I talk to the universe? Rule number one, you do not make the mistake that you are talking to something higher than you. You are talking to an external source. You cannot. It's impossible. You are talking to yourself. If you're feeling that way, it is your ego mind using logic to say that you are disconnected or you're not connected. So if you're going to talk to the universe, you have to talk to yourself as the universe. If you're going to talk to the universe and you think the universe is a higher being than you, you are going to be cut off from manifesting what you want. Because your subconscious mind only knows you as the eternal inflation, what we call the inflaton. So if your higher mind and if your subconscious was connected to your higher self only knows you as that, if you're going to separate yourself from that, then your subconscious mind will also separate yourself from that, because you are, the reason why your subconscious will separate yourself from that is because it's illogical, and it will give you the wishes of your desires. So even though you are connected, you can live an experience of not being connected through your perception. See? Just blew your mind, right? Someone says, wow, blow my mind. Thank you. Yes. So here's how you correctly talk to the universe to get what you want. You must talk to the universe with your intentions. What is an intention? With a decision. You must talk to the universe with your sight, with your physical sight. You must talk to the universe in your imagination, your visualization. And you must talk to the universe with your outer voice in a question format. When you apply those 3 or 4 methods, you will, I'm telling you right now, I say you will get what you want. Why will I get what I want if I do those 4 methods? What is the science behind it? What is the proof that this stuff works? Can you break that down, Mark? I certainly can, and I will do it right now. Let me go back and talk about myself, my experience when I won the lottery. When I won the lottery, that's exactly what I did. I found out what I am, and then I talked to myself through the visuals, and I talked to the subliminal and the question. I would always say, why is it easy for me to win hundreds of thousands and in a lottery, millions of dollars? When you talk out loud like that, you are going to create now what they call the alignment. The alignment now is, remember I told you about the inflaton, which is that internal inflation and its quantum fluctuation. Within this quantum fluctuation exists what we see as frequencies and vibrations. So When I open up my voice, I am tapping into that field, and I'm matching the resonance of the frequency of the desired reality I'd like to experience based on the vision in my mind and the vision I look around in my surroundings. Now, what do I mean by the physical vision? Well, you all know what it means to see the vision in your mind. That's visualizing. So what does Mark mean when he says the physical vision? The physical vision is you going someplace and looking at the thing you want and putting it in your mind as a memory. Like if you want a certain car, you would go and look at the certain car. If you want a house, you go and look at the house. The physical, that's what I mean, the physical vision. You can look at it in a video on your phone. Then you can take that and then you can put a mental vision. So that's what I mean by that, right? It's a great question. Now, the next question when someone asks is, okay, Mark, does it work if you talk internally or speak out loud? Get ready to blow your mind, and you've probably been doing it. Listen, it does not work effectively when you talk internally. It only works when you talk externally out loud. All of you guys are smart. Can you tell me why it doesn't work when you talk internally? I will remind you too the power you have that you don't even know we hold. I'm going to show you the power you have you don't even know. So why doesn't internal dialogue, when you talk inside your head, you're not talking to the universe? But when you talk out loud with your voice, you are talking to the universe. You are commanding the universe. You're commanding yourself to bring it to you. That's right. Someone here has it. Because the inner voice is hijacked. Good. Who's hijacking the inner voice? What is hijacking the inner voice? It's correct. What's hijacking the inner voice? You all know this answer. Who lives in your head? Not the subconscious. No, it's not the subconscious. Yes, it's the ego. Ego. Ego always hijacks your inner voice because it uses your inner voice. So if you're talking internally, you're not talking to the universe, you're talking to your ego. So if you go in your head and you're saying, oh, I'm so powerful, I'm going to manifest this stuff. You're not communicating with the universe. You're communicating with your physical mind. You communicate to the universe when you use your vocal cords because they carry resonance and power. They're vibrational patterns. Now, and when you do it in a question form, that's when you're going to get actions to manifest, because now your subconscious hears it and it separates itself from the internal voice, and now it has a direct correlation to do something, which is to prove what your question is as an answer, as an experience. Can I give an example of what to say out loud? Certainly. 1. Why is my life so happy and harmonious? Why do great things always work in my favor? Why am I so confident and secure? Why is my life so happy and harmonious and powerful? Why am I so healthy, young, and strong? Why do I consistently make more than enough money to live the life I desire? Why is the universe working in my favor? Why are things always working in my favor? I can go on and on and on and on and on. And you can go on and on and on. Now you get the drift. When you do those questions, or you say those questions out loud, they activate what's called the God force. Someone asked me, what's the power you're hitting? It activates a reverberation in the quantum fluctuation field. What's the reason? Someone asked me here, what's the reason for speaking in a question form? Whenever you speak in a question form, your subconscious mind questions or answers in your subconscious mind. So that means when you ask a question, your subconscious mind must answer the question, no matter whatever it is. The subconscious mind is known as a prover mind. It must prove to you what you talk about as a physical experience. Now, when you ask a question, there's 2 things that will happen. Your awareness mind, or your conscious mind, will hear the question, but it cannot answer the question. It can only give you ideas of the question. Your subconscious mind will answer the question 100% of the time. And here's why. Because here's how powerful you are. You are not in one place at the same time. Okay, I'll go back again to the inflation theory, eternal inflation. Eternal inflation states that there have to be continuous universes bubbling forth which you are inhabiting on a different frequency. So just because you're here now, all you're doing is you're seeing from one point of where you already are. So you're not only here, you're everywhere at the same time. Well, someone asked me how powerful. That's how powerful you are. And because you're everywhere at the same time, all you got to do to tap into where you want to go is to use your compass. Your compass is your imagination. You know, I'll save this video so you could watch it again and you can see the questions on there. So when you use your compass, it'll put you in a direction so that you can focus on a particular space and time. So right now, everyone's compass is pointed in this world we're talking to. This is where your compass is at right now. But just because you're here, you're still there too. All right, okay. I want to make this make sense to you. All right, it's like when you turn the TV on. You ever had those double screens? You can put all the different screens up. So let's say you have 6 screens, 6 channels, and you're watching, and all 6 of them are playing at the same time. But you can only focus on one channel at the same time. But when you're watching one channel, aren't those other 6 channels still going on? They haven't stopped, right? So if you take your eye off one channel, you go up and say, you see, right? But when you turn back again, they're all 6 of them is still there. That's what you are. So even you're here now, the other part of you is all over the place. Manifesting, experiencing, and what it's doing is, not only is it manifesting, but it's also sending back feedback loops to you here. These feedback loops are the how to get what you want, the when to get what you want, the ideas, the visions to get what you, they're all coming to you right now. They're all in that quantum fluctuation, in the inflaton, that field of infinity of constant energy is there. It's called eternal inflation. So all you have to do is get into the message of the feedback loop. How do you get into the message of the feedback loop? By your intention, by trusting yourself, listening to your intuition, questions. Okay? That's going to put you in that field to get what you want. Now the next thing now to manifest to get what you want into the universe is now, here's the next important thing. You have to ignore naysayers. You have to ignore people that tell you it can't be done. The reason why you want to do that is because now you realize that there's infinite ways to accomplish your goal, but you can't see them right now. But if you go ahead and you listen to people, it's going to be too hard, it's gonna, then you're going to cut off again your connection. Or you're going to cut off the illusion that you're not connected, but you're connected. It's all in the subconscious mind, people. That's what I'm showing you. It's so illogical. So if you're listening, your subconscious is going to listen to the naysayers with you. It's going to generate a field to show you what you don't want. Remember, this is all happening simultaneously at the same time right now. Does that make sense to you? So do you see why someone can go out there and win the lottery and do all type of stuff? That's why, like I did, you can see that because all the different possibilities exist, and the game and life is nothing. There's no such thing as life is fixed. Life is luck. Life is chance. None of that is true. Life is what you make it based on your perception. That's what life is. It's really, life is a game. It's a simulation, really, because you're not even here. You're just projecting something here. You're watching it from somewhere else, and you're interacting with your human body is your interface here. This is your interface. That's all it is. So don't look at your body and think, oh man, I'm this special person, I'm just great. You're not. You're just an interface, man. You're an interface. Yeah, you are a special and a great person, but that's your consciousness. And many of us will get tied up into our own bodies and our own minds and think, oh, we're this. You're not. And that's where you're going to mess up. When you start to think that you're all that, but you're really not. Because number one, the body is physical. It has limitations, man. It's not going to last forever. And then if you do that, you're going to get caught up with your ego. And you're going to severely limit yourself from creating your dreams. Because now you're going to operate in a limited concept. So what you got to do is look at what I'm teaching you. I'm showing you now how to manifest and take it to the next level. You got to see yourself here as an interface, as a tool. You're just in this body right now, renting it. So don't take yourself too serious. You're going to release more stress. You're going to live a happier life. Your ego will try to make you do otherwise. You cannot do that. It's going to mess you up, man. Remember, you're eternal. So there's nothing for you to try to get resistance from. See how that works? So once you apply all of these things together and you get this awareness of it, this is when people call it the magic starts to happen, right? This is when things turn around good for you. This is when you see positive things happen. This is where you see synchronicities. This is where you see, like, people call it luck or fortune and opportunities, right? You think all that stuff. Well, guess what, people? That stuff is happening because you are tapped in now to your field, to who you are. And when you're tapped into that stuff, remember, it's a feedback loop field. So it's going to send that stuff to you, and then your conscious is going to pick it up, and then your intuition is going to guide you. Your subconscious will tell you. Your higher self will also show you, and then your ego now will just be on the back burner. That's where you want your ego, on the back burner. Okay, you never want your ego in the front burner. You want it on the back burner. You want your ego just to observe what's happening. You don't want your ego to decide and tell you how it's going to happen. You just can't do all that stuff. See how it works? So basically, that's how it is. So that's how, how the universe began and how to talk to the universe. So, hope this information helps you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys again.